Let's talk about motivation and emotions. First, let's break down what our emotions are.
Emotions are defined as a subjective, affective state that is relatively intense and related to an experience.
There are also 3 components to emotions. This includes subjective feeling, physical reaction, and psychological appraisal. There are 6 universal emotions, and this means that they will be recognized by any and all cultures. Just like this popular kids movie Inside Out, there are anger, disgust, joy, fear, and sadness. However, there is one last emotion that was not shown in this movie, and this emotion is surprise. Now let's shift the focus over to motivation and talk about the limbic system. The limbic system is a collection of brain regions that contributes to emotion and memory. There are 3 notable regions of the limbic system, starting with the hippocampus, which is in charge of memory. The next region is the amygdala, also known as the weird center, which is responsible for emotional processing. And lastly, the orbitofrontal cortex, which is located in the frontal lobes of the brain, and its main function is impulse control. Next, let's dive into mirror neurons. Mirror neurons are active when both you are doing something and someone else is doing that thing. In other words, they are active when you feel emotions and empathy. While we're talking about neurons, let's talk about dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter for motivational salience. In simple terms, when a good thing happens to you, you get a big burst of dopamine. You can even get it when you just sense something good might happen. However, when you feel something like disappointment or sadness, the dopamine slows back down. Lastly, let's wrap things up with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a combo of biological, social, and individual factors that follow a prioritization scheme. As you can see, it's broken down into a 5-level pyramid. These 5 levels in order are physiological, which includes things like food, water, and sleep. Next is safety and security, such as a safe home. The next one is social or belonging. An example of this is friends and family. Number 4 is esteem, things like work and school. And lastly is 5, which is self-actualization. This is described as fun. Let it be known that you must achieve these levels in order to reach the final stage. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new.